What's happening? Get connected. Are we on? Are we on? Old, we're telling your followers to join your video. Yo, what's happening, Crypto Farm? Morning. Yeah, just thought, why not just, yes, Damoor. Yes, mate. Ben, Phil. I'm off work today. I've got a hell of a lot to do. A little later on, a hell of a lot to do. But during the morning, I wanted to just get through. I want to deliver the Chris Larsen bit, you know, from the globalization video, where I cut it up and I cut bits of what he said out, thinking it was better compressed. And now it's gone over a lot of people's heads. And with recent news that's coming out about new blockchains, and this is running on Ethereum, and that's running on Stellar, and they're making fucking JPM coin and all that, and everyone's like, oh, what's going to happen? I want to bring it back to what Chris Larsen said, and basically how they've mapped out the internet of value already, and it's already in the hands of the W3C. So if we take ourselves back to the 90s, so we imagine we're in the 90s, I don't actually know when this happened, so it could have been late 80s, could have been early 80s, late 70s, I don't know. But I'm just imagining it was the 90s. So in the 90s, you've got the internet emerging, 80s, 90s, the internet's emerging. They need some sort of governance, they need regulation, they need clarity of where everyone's going to go so it can be monitored. Let's forget the dark web that went against it. That's not, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the internet that everyone commercially and on a mass scale uses. It came out, the protocols were written, IP was chosen. Yeah, with some private routes and a couple of different languages that you could write onto it. So your coders will be able to tell you a lot more than me, but the likes of JavaScript and your different codes for writing on that protocol and connecting all these different applications, websites and pathways for data together, really. So that was put in the hands of the W3C. So imagine it got put in the hands of the W3C in 1995, and you had Windows 95 come out, and then 1998 Google hits, and then we get to 2000, and everyone's like, yeah, let's change that. Stop. Can we use this one? These have come. Can we just move to that one instead? That sounds a little bit weird, but that's what people are legitimately trying to say now about the interledger protocol. So if you imagine in the 90s, they came up with a protocol, www. through HTTP, all that bullshit, and they came up with it, and they pushed it out, and W3C controlled it, and loads of people came together, all in the big consortium, to monitor it, regulate it, and govern it. Interledger protocol has been in the hands of W3C for years, so it's basically... it's a done deal, just like www was back in the day. It's why the name W3C, like, it's in the name, innit? 3 Ws. So basically, they've now, not only do they regulate the internet of data that we've got, the internet of goods is facilitated through that internet of data, mostly now through email. It's 3:42 AM here in Texas. Appreciate you watching that early in the morning. Babs, really do appreciate it. True value, 24k, it's a bridge to all value. Said that in a video, didn't I? That's probably 2060. Do you know what I mean? By interplanetary currency between Earth and Mars, and then God knows what it's going to be worth. Do you know what I mean? By 2060, 70. 24k, the ceilings all the way in space, make no mistake, when they're dishing these currencies about. But back to the protocol, it's chosen, it's in the hands of the W3C. There's hundreds, probably over 300, all the documentation we was reading last year and the start of this year, all said like over 250. I'm pretty sure if there was to redo all that documentation now, it would probably say over 300. You look at different documentations, they're all in bed together, so the W3C and Hyperledger and Interledger protocol, all been in bed with your IBM, your JP Morgan, your Goldman Sachs, everyone you're hearing now making their own ledgers, all been in this bed since the very start as part of Interledger protocol to move forward through that governance. It's basically the rules of how you're going to interoperate between networks. It's interoperability. And the video I'm about to start editing to put on YouTube a little later today is basically like Chris Larsen talking about the Internet of Value, talking about the way that how Codius can move anything. So DTCC comes out and there's an article all of a sudden drops like, oh yeah, by the way, we move 1.6 quadrillion annually. Yeah, and we're going to push it through Ethereum. People start thinking, Ethereum? What is that? Is it fast enough for you? Can it scale for you? I posted a thing this morning, like Vitalik, whatever it's called, wants to scale Ethereum to 100,000 transactions per second. Good luck, mate. Good luck. But anyway, what if Ethereum does look too slow on face value? Ethereum tapped into Codius, because Codius can move Ethereum with JavaScript and other languages. So Codius just moves a contract via XRP. What's up with that? There's your scaling. There's your scaling for every other network that ever it's a scalability problem, that ever it's a liquidity problem, that ever it's stagnation, that's ever about to bottleneck. It's just into Ledger Protocol, help us out, all these liquidity pools, help us out, boom, boom, no bottlenecks, no stagnant transactions, no all atomic transactions going through every single time to the cheapest path. So don't be worried about all these other ledgers. It's got to be inter-networking. Like I said the other day in a video, it's about time we all pulled away from saying cross-border payments with XRP. And you're going to hear it later through Chris Larsen on this video. It's probably going to be about 30, 40, 50 minutes. There's two different videos I want to show. One from 2017, where he's on stage and he goes through the actual PDF document where he's showing it. He talks about like the fire, and you need the three fuels, goods, goods, data and value. Goods, data and money, they actually say, but it's value. The good chat, so one's on stage, you get the document, and then one is just basically sat there reeling it off, and he even says that they're betting on the Interledger protocol, so they won't say it is the chosen one. But again, I'll come back to the 80s or 90s. If it's in the hands of the W3C, those that govern, regulate and direct the rules of the internet, that to me is a done deal. That's why I say it's a done deal. That's why we come out and we say XRP is our #1 choice, regardless of the other news. Block that shit out. Look at the official documentation and look who the really, really big players are. The really big players. So people can say, well, DTCC is a big player, or well, DTCC is a Hyperledger member with Ripple, with IBM, with JP Morgan, with Russian banks, with Japanese banks, SBI. What are you talking about? I'm just talking about Chris Larsen, speeches that he had about the Internet of Value and the fact that everyone's getting a little worried about other ledgers and other blockchains popping up when they really shouldn't be. Because all them ledgers and blockchains popping up that need to integrate and interoperate are going to have to do so through the Interledger protocol or another interoperability protocol, quite possibly Clearmatics. Coming out now, the Clearmatics interoperability protocol. Go and Google that and have a look at that. But is that in the hands of W3C? Or is that just copied the Interledger protocol so it's meeting the standard? That's what you have to ask yourself. Not is this next one popping up a competitor, but has it adopted this standard that the W3C are now pushing through Interledger protocol? It was the Ripple protocol. The name was changed to Interledger protocol. It was gifted to the W3C, and then that is now been worked on by the Hyperledger Consortium, which is the biggest consortium of DLT companies and institutions on the planet. XLM got that. Where's your information of all that about XLM? XLM's not even on Wirex, man. Do you know what I mean? It's people need to just step back and have a little look at the perspective. So, I mean, I'm going to just start screen recording this in a minute and just go through the video and get it done. So, we're probably just going to end this. Chris Larsen is the man. Benzimla. He is. We got, but yeah. The Internet of Value is more than one digital asset in it. It's going to be more than one blockchain. It's going to be more than one ledger. There's going to be private, public, all going to need to interoperate. Let me see if I can get something up actually. So I'm going to show you something. Oh, no. Just unlock. Sorry about that, so it won't be long. So I'm going to go, fucking hell, what do I want to do here? So I'm just going to open a PDF on my phone. I'll just go into Ledger PDF. So we'll get into Ledger PDF. I'll get into Ledger PDF open. Opening PDF viewer. So I've got an Interledger PDF opening my phone. Data. Yeah. Is it a possibility that XLM is aiming for another country? India maybe? I think they're all aiming for similar use cases, but you need to understand that there's like central banking, commercial banking, there's payment providers, there's different kinds of institutions and corporations that are all going to start using different pathways, and then you've got your peer-to-peer. It's a big pie, this, guys, and a lot of people are going to get a piece of the pie. Basically, where I'm heading here is I'm on a PDF, and I'm going to send that to someone. So I'm going to go send file. Look at that. That right there is your interoperability of data. Right? Interoperability of data. I can send that straight from this. I'm just in a PDF viewer. And I can throw it to Telegram, save to me OneDrive, WhatsApp, email, OneDrive, Gmail, messages, Dropbox, Android Beam, Bluetooth, print it, send it through Skype, Wi-Fi Direct, Wire. I am sure there'd be more apps there if I was logged into them. Make no mistake, guys, in the next 5 to 10 years, or even a couple of years, that's going to appear on a phone for payments. So being in the UK, going to have send to NatWest, send to Bank of Scotland, send to TSB, send to Bank of England, send to Google account, send to the Facebook account, send to Twitter tipbot, send to this, send to that. Interoperability of value is going to appear on a screen like that, where it's just multiple banks and multiple payment providers and APIs, apps, Wirex, send through Wirex, send to Revolut, send to this, send to that. It is going to be on there like that is interoperability of data. The building interoperability of money. That's what it's all about. Once you click that button, then send that value, boom, straight into ILP, choosing the fastest path. Instantly, you've let the machine do it. You've not even chose then. You're not like, oh, we're going to do this on the exchange. You've not even chose. I will try and save this live. The last couple of lives I did, it wouldn't save, but I will 100% be trying to save this one. And if it doesn't save, I will do a little follow up on YouTube, so YouTube instantly saves it. No problems there, because yeah, I feel people just need to realise that that's where we're heading. We're heading for a page like that, but for value. You're talking send a diamond through it and that, and you don't even hold. The custodial institution has got some diamonds that you own, or some gold, or some commodities, or securities, shares, stocks, whatever, and you just throw it to someone else through a screen like that. Yeah, what? Smart contracts, boom, boom, send that one to him. Yeah, done. Value exchange like that, instant. The payment instantly coming back the other way. You're watching X Factor in the background. I'm a fuck watching X Factor. That's Gary V, that, mate. Ain't no X Factor. Educational shit is the only shit that goes on my TV. Thanks, mate. I'm at work now. Can't watch anymore. Cheers. No probs. I'm ending it very, very soon anyway, mate. If you've been watching from the beginning, you've pretty much seen what it's going to be, because I'm going to get to this Chris Larsen, because clearly I can say everything I fucking want about interoperability and the internet of value, but there's always going to be someone who said in another video, who's this dickhead? He's just some dickhead from Drawsden, who what's he even on about? So I'm going to let the man himself say it. If you don't take it from me, I'm going to let Chris Larsen disco. I'm not going to put music on it, I'm not going to cut it, I'm not going to crop it, the full fucking video, 2 of them, one from 2017, I think it was February, and then one a year later, or just over a year later, May 2018. Really insightful videos. I just didn't want the documentary to be 3 hours, man. Do you know what I mean? So we cripped and cropped certain things. There was a Ryan's a Gone bit that was like 15-20 minutes that was really, really insightful, but it was getting a little bit boring even when we added the music, so we trimmed it down. In fact, I think it was fucking 30 minutes, 50 minutes, and I trimmed it to 9, 10, 15 in the end. I cut Ryan Zagon's bit to shit, and that was insightful as fuck. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to drop the full videos of them so people can watch them, and it's Chris Larsen first today. So, he's got any plans to have a meet in Birmingham? No, but Manchester, 100%. Supposed to go to the Renaissance last weekend, and the guy just didn't get back to me. He's not ringing me back. I've asked him for a base price for a Renaissance room. It's got a little stage for anyone who wants to get up and have a little chat, can get up and have a little chat. I'll maybe do a keynote at the start, and then we can get other people who maybe want to get up and talk about their story, their business, where they're heading, whatever, because we're going to have a little networking event. So I was waiting for the base price to just get the room, dining set up, so we can all have a little meal, can all have some drinks and that, get some chat out the way, get some Q&A out the way. Meet and greet networking and shit, some pictures, selfies, sign some shit, whatever, and then I'll have a party in the room. So I was waiting for a price off on that, a base price off the Renaissance, so like the cheapest, like 3-course meal, like a choice of beef, chicken or fish at the cheapest option. Couple of bottles of wine on the table, again the cheaper, because we're not like, you can, if you've got the dough to, you can buy your own shit while you're there, but want the base price, so we're all just paying like 25, 30, 40, no more than 40 pounds. I'm paying for the own ticket, so no profit will be took off it. Everyone who pays for a ticket is literally just going to come to an hotel in Manchester. We're all going to meet, we're all going to have a bit of Q&A, bit of a meal, few drinks, and then have a party. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It might end up December, but hopefully we'll do it by the end of summer. September-ish, or August, September, October, that way. Is this a Scottish accent? No, this is a Manc accent. That Scottish, it sounds a little more like this. That's a Scottish accent. You're from Scotland. Hey, you're right. You're right, Imran Ahmed, 93. That'll be Scottish. Don't get me doing accents, I'll embarrass myself. Where do you purchase other alts such as BACS? ZRS. I bought back in the token sale, me mate. Just had a long-term belief in the project, so got them in the token sale. But you can get them on KuCoin, and then just move them to my Ether wallet. Larsen did an hour podcast with John Bell, 2006, was a good listen. It's probably the same chat. That Interledger document I just got up on there. If you just Google Interledger PDF, you watch how many there is, and then if you look carefully, you'll see that each one was written and put together by a different person from Ripple or Interledger, and was performed on a stage. So if you can find the stage performance of that person giving that presentation, you've got fucking gold there. And that's the kind of stuff we want to see, because it produces videos like the globalization video. There's Evan Schwartz ones, Ethan Schwartz. Oh, fuck, I can't even say the fucking name. That's your accent, folks. There's a lot of videos of people anyway doing them presentations, but I'm going to end this now. Hopefully it's going to let me save it. I'm going to do this Chris Larsen stuff, so look out for it by hopefully dinner time, because like I say, I have got a bit of a busy day today. I wish it was just a chill day, having it off chilled, but I'm not. I've got stuff to do. So, as always, guys, live long and hodl. Accumulate and wait, diversify if you feel you have to. Podcast with Torre, hopefully very, very soon. Just give us time to be patient, guys. Same as with the market. Be patient with us, as we're asking you to be with the market. Yeah, speak to you soon. I will try and do this more often, a little bit of live back and forth, get a bit of Q&A up from the bottom. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll get Torre in on a live, so he's at the bottom and we'll share the live, and you can Q&A us both, and we can both talk through the live. Maybe we'll start with that, and then we'll meet down the line when we manage to iron out. He's a busy guy, man. With everything that's happened with him recently, we've got to give him the time to get fully on his feet where he's comfortable. He's got his course set back up, his Telegram and his groups are back where he wanted them to be, because you need to understand that when you've been on a shared thing and then he's been kind of pulled away from it, we've got to give him the time to get I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's on his feet from people looking out perspective, but when you're in his shoes, you're going to feel a lot of pressure on your shoulders off a community that you've helped build and that are hanging on your words and that want your signals and shit like that. The guy's a G, innit? Let's have it right. He's absolutely, he's knowledgeable as fuck. He's extremely young. He's over a decade younger than me. So yeah, just give him a little bit of time. Let him get traction again and get going. And no doubt we'll have a live meet up with him soon and we'll get it on camera. Maybe me, Kurt and him. And yeah, that is 100% getting done. So just give us patience. Horizon Health and Fitness, everyone joining now. Really, really sorry, but I am actually ending it. Whatever it is must happen. I agree. Pejorato. I'm Pejorato. Sorry if I butchered that or if it's just a nickname. It's not too bad. But yeah, let's hope this saves now, guys. Live long and huddle. Stay tuned for this Chris Larsen video. I will try and get a version of it on IGTV, but it'll be on YouTube first. So, excuse me. Get there and watch it. Pejorato. I need a foreign mouth for that. I got a mank mouth, Anna. I need a pejorato. You need a ratto. I feel like I need a ratto. I feel like I need one of them tongues that can talk like that. But JMFX, cheers, mate. I just bringing some info on my thoughts and opinions out, mate. Scott and Torre, mate, zero doubt. Keep the good work. Appreciate your effort. I appreciate yous watching. I really, really do. I'm extremely grateful for the position I now find myself in, not just to have found cryptocurrency and a possible investment opportunity of the future, but to also meet like-minded people and to start growing a community that I can then engage with. And like we say, eventually I come and meet at some events and stuff. I'm extremely grateful, guys. I'm honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thanks for watching. And I hope well, I don't even hope, I know we will have our day in the sun one day. Make no mistake. Live long and huddle. I love you guys. I really, really do. Really, really do. We love crypto and we love you. Peace out. Live long and huddle. Stay tuned for this Chris Larsen vid.